Do you want to roll a ball around, but is Katamari Damacy a game that is just a little too weird and complicated for you? Do you want a game like Marble Madness, complete with puzzles, tricks, and traps, but a game that's a little more modern? Well, if so, then join me today as we let's play Ballance, a game released in 2004 by Cyperade and Atari. Almost said 19 there because I'm used to games older than the year 2000. This game was originally released in 2004 for Europe and then 2006 for North America. It's very simple, very basic, and it kind of pulls you in with easy puzzles, but believe it or not, the puzzles get extremely brutal by the time you get to level 12. And also there is a level 13 that I'll download and show to you later. I'm going to try to complete it as best as I can. 13, if you think 12 is tough, just wait. Level 13 is going to be an order of magnitude worse than that. But anyways, we have to play through each level here. The first level is a tutorial level. We have to actually get through the first level in order to make it to the second level. So this is why I'm going to be playing a tutorial level. And it'll kind of explain the game as we go along. And I think that's worth doing. So that's pretty basic. We can halt, escape the game. If we want to move the camera around, we can do that. And we can also move the space bar. If you want to read that, just feel free to pause. But I'm going to try to go for a high score on this level while I try to explain everything. Because this run is basically going to be two things. I'm going to get as high of a score as I can, which may mean I have to replay the levels every now and then, and I'll get into something interesting I found about the game too. And another thing I'm going to try to do is do a no-death run. The early levels are going to be easy with a no-death run, but the later levels, they may take a few days for me to do. Level 13, if I get around to it, may take a week or two for me to practice it. Honestly, it's that difficult. But we'll figure it out. The last message that we had was the transformer. And I'm skipping ahead through this a little bit. I want you to pause if you want to read that. Because we need every point of time that we can get. Because the time is going to help our scores. The quicker we can do a level, the higher our score. And we'll see that as the level ends. This is a very short level. The future levels are not going to be this long. And this is going to be kind of a short Let's Play compared to some of the Let's Plays that I have been doing. But, you know, that's okay. These messages, by the way, they don't pause the game, so you have to keep going. And take a look at the score now. In order to get these points to count, they actually have to touch your ball. Yes, I said they have to touch my ball. Yes, I know that sounded dirty, but that's the way it is. So you have to get those things to touch your, let's say, your playing piece. Well, it's not a pawn because a pawn doesn't roll around, but there you go. And if you want to pause and read that, feel free to, but I'm going to explain the game well enough that the tutorial's just kind of going to be skipped through a little bit. So, and you can kind of do that little maneuver. Right here, we really need to get this box out of the way. And this is a little slower to do that, but this will actually save time in the long run because then I won't have to transform. There we go. See the transformer there? The idea is to transform into a stone ball, but you can't roll up a stone hill like this, so you have to transform your ball later. So there's no point. Here, push the newspaper ball out of the way. We've got 3 balls, by the way. The stone ball you've already seen, the newspaper we just saw, and the wooden ball. The wooden ball is in the middle of everything. It's got medium agility, it's medium weight. So it can roll up most places, but not all places. And it can knock down some things, but not all things. Stone balls can pretty much knock down everything that's movable. A newspaper ball cannot knock down anything. A stone ball is very heavy, though. So if it's a steep slope or a curve, you could lose your ball on the side, off the side and lose a life. A newspaper ball, you can pretty much go up a very steep curve or hill without a problem. And that's pretty nice. And there's actually a shortcut up here. I really hope I make it. I really haven't practiced that, but you'll see in a moment. Here's the shortcut. Avoid the stone ball and go this way. You can kind of control the ball in the middle of its landing pattern there. And there you go. And that's the tutorial level. The next level is going to be longer, and they'll get longer, and the videos will get longer as we progress through the game. So let's see how well we did. This is our base score. Our score is actually going to be increased, and it increases due to the level we're at, which is the level number times 100, the initial time that we had, number of extra lives, times 200, and there's our score. I'm going to try to get a high score as much as possible in the game, but we'll see. I actually found a way to kind of not manipulate the database file, but save it progressively so we can kind of not save scum it, but we can at least have some sort of control over everything, because there's no way to clear your game out or reset the game. You actually have to go into the database file and reset it. So anyways, we got the top score in this game, or in this level rather, and that's nice. And each level is going to have top scores. You can see here top scores, and the top scores are all the same except for level 12. So level 12 looks like it's a little different. And I like how they do Mrs. Default instead of Mr. Default there. So, anyways, that's pretty good. This completes this episode of Let's Play Ballance. On the next episode, we'll take care of level 2. Game's going to get a little bit more complicated, and hopefully by the next few episodes, we're going to start seeing this game really show off some very creative puzzles. So, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.